Dylan from Brooklyn, back with another episode of AmeriCooking. What's up? Today's episode features a dish that you might be familiar with, but it's got a little bit of a twist that's going to throw you for a loop. We're making something of a Chinese dumpling, but actually this one's of Polish descent, so it's called a pierogi. And it's kind of just like a dumpling. I'm going to show you exactly why. So we're going to take some flour here. You can use about 3 cups, and I'm going to sift it to aerate it. It's going to make your dough softer and more delicate. Take a little bit of hot water and stirring as we pour it in. We want to stir vigorously. There's a place down in Manhattan called Veselka. It's on the Lower East Side. It's really, really good, really popular for pierogies. So we got our boiling water and flour mixture combined, and as you're doing it, you want to push down all the lumps there are to make it a pretty smooth surface. After that, we're going to take a cotton towel, cloth towel, throw it over just like that. It's going to keep the moisture in. We're going to let it sit for 5 minutes. So let's reveal what it looks like. Pretty much the same. So we got our cold water. I put a little bit in the freezer just to get it super cold real quick. Going to get the cold water in here, same thing. Stir it nice and vigorously. So if you're going to use 3 cups of flour, which would be pretty good for you and your friends, you want a 1/4 cup of cold water. But since today we're just doing it for 1 or 2 people, just did about 2 tablespoons of cold water. We're going to break down the lumps again. And after we get all this mixture combined, let it sit, get all the lumps out. We're going to cover it again with our towel. This time, let it rest for 15 minutes. All right, we got our dough setting up right here, so let's go ahead and start the filling. Now, pierogies can be filled with anything, meats, cheeses, fruits even. Today we're going to do a potato filling. So here we have some boiled regular potatoes that we mashed down, added some sauerkraut to it. I sauteed some mushrooms and onions, classic, to add some flavor. A little salt, a little pepper, to get this filling combined. So we got a hot fry pan going here. Turn up the heat a little bit. We're gonna cook the onions down in butter. Just break up the onions. Dough's been resting. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil, just like a squirt or 2. Just like that, it's plenty. Now we're gonna work the dough. Work the dough with your hands, get right in there. Just start kneading it all together. Fold it into each other like so. You know, at some point it's going to get stretchy, and that's when you know you're ready to roll it out. And now I rolled out my dough with my roller here, get it nice and thin. And the way you make your pierogies is just with a glass. Take it, pop it down in there, and twist. So I think our onions are looking pretty good. I added some wine, not too much, and then it's going to let that reduce as well. Filling my pierogies here, just a half a spoon amount. You want to connect the dough first so it doesn't overflow, so kind of like a taco, you know, Mexican tacos, and just pinch it like that, taking off the excess. And then you could use your fingers or even just a fork to just pinch the ends together like so. I got my onions all done, so I'm going to scoop these off into a bowl here. Now we're just going to drop these into our water, and the pierogies are ready when they float, so you'll see these all kind of just drop to the bottom. Looks like our pierogies are all floating to the top, so I got this cool strainer here. Go like this. Just like that, we got our caramelized onions in the middle there, got our pierogies looking good, and you, my friend, are ready to eat.